Yeah, so track number 5, "Livin The Dream." This is one of them songs. I don't know how Dez felt about it, but for me, from the beginning of the process of the beat to the ideas around it, it started off. I just didn't know if this was going to be one that would make the cut or not, just because. We got so many good songs on this album, and it just felt like one of them songs that just like it wasn't hitting on all cylinders. But man, when everything was all said and done and the smoke cleared, this has actually turned out to be like one of the better songs, man.
It's when I heard the beat, man, I was just like, man, this is a feel good song. It is just like feeling good. And I was riding down the road one day and just saw, open fields, man.
Yeah.
It was just blue sky, and that sounds cliche, man. But seriously, I was like, man, this is like, I could have more in my life, yes, but man, straight up, I'm living the dream, man. Like, this is what I'm looking at right now, and honestly, if any cops are listening, I don't do this a lot, but I started writing going down the road. There's no law yet about writing and driving.
Right.
I know texting and driving.
That's Dez's thing, man. He don't write at the house. He don't write in the studio. He writes on the way. He'll call me. I'll give him a beat, and he'll leave the studio, and he'll call me before he gets home and be like, "Man, I done wrote all 3 verses and the hook to that track." I'm like, riding down the road.
So I'll call Derek. I'm like, "Hey man, I'll call you when I get back home so I can let you hear it." He's like, "Man, just get home safe. Just chill out."
Yeah.
But yeah, man, and it come together, man. It is, I was kind of going back and forth on the hook, and Derek put down a great hook, man. And the third verse of the song is actually probably one of my favorite verses of the album. I don't know why, but like I said, I wrote the entire thing probably in 5 minutes going down the road, just kind of from start to finish. Didn't really stop, and it just come together. And I think it sums up how I feel about life, how we live. It's just one of my favorites.
Yeah, and then Dez had the hook wrote, and he kind of came over and recorded like a rough draft of the hook, and
Derek said that was awful.
No. I listened to the hook, and like Dez kind of had a way that he was wanting to do it, and so I kind of took that, and then I added my own like flavor to it. But I don't know, just something about how it all turned out in the end. It's definitely a feel-good song. It's a riding song, and I enjoyed doing the hook on that one, because it was just fun, because I don't always get to do hooks that somebody else wrote, so it was cool, and I actually did that a couple times on the show.
It's hard to listen to it, man, without kind of smiling and nodding the head a little bit. So.